YouTube. Yeah, what's up, YouTube? We have a Monarch deck here. Obviously, this guy got Jesse 21. I mean, you're on my channel, so. But this is my friend's Monarch deck. It's not mine. I do run a Frog Monarch deck, but this is his, and I will be doing his today. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it. All right. So he runs 3 Kaias standard. If you're not running Kaias, it's not a Monarch deck. It's it. 3 Ryza. Ryza's like the second best Monarch in my opinion. Some people think it's the first best. 3 is good to get extra deck off the field. It's like a compulse and a monster. It's really good. Mobius for back row. There's no MST in here, but the Mobius kind of makes up for it. It's a double MST in one. Also, it's just another tribute. Jinzo, he's the royal decree of the deck. Dark Dust Spirit. It's kind of like it's just another dark hole in the deck, really. It's an out to a lot of things. Illusory Snatcher. Illusory Snatcher is the, it's kind of like you normal summon a Monarch and then he's just like a spam. You just special summon him to the field and you hit your opponent with 48. Or if you already have a Monarch, hit him with a lot more than you think. So it is good in the deck. Archlord Christia stops your special summons. It's a 2800 beater. And sometimes you just want to protect him. You can win games off of him, pretty much. So he's good in the deck. And just 1 lad. I thought this was pretty weird too. He was running 1 lad. Normally he will run like 2 or 3, but he was running 1 because it says for his deck it's really inconsistent if he runs more than 1. It stops a lot of his stuff too, and he doesn't like that. He'd rather run the Archlord instead. But he said 1 is just fine. And then he's playing triple Swap Frog. He actually doesn't have 3 Swap Frog, so instead he just uses Dupe Frog. But if he has a 3rd Swap Frog, he would use it. So, you know, this is good for now. But if you can, use a 3rd Swap Frog, not a Dupe Frog. 2 Treeborn, that's pretty standard. You can run 3, 2's fine though. And a Ronin Totem, because you're not running enough frogs to run more than 1. Triple Battle Fader, stops your opponent's attacks. Double Tengu, it just leaves you with another monster. After 1 is gone, if it gets banished or something. It's really good, and it just like it has more consistency to the deck. Double Veiler gets your 1 synchro summon off, and it's really good for negating effects. That's mainly what it's used for. And then Spirit Reaper, because you set it, they attack into it, and then you have a monster for next turn. Also, it's great to if you have nothing else, you can attack and discard a card from their hand. Dandelion gets you tokens. You can't tribute summon them the turn that you bring them out, but you know, again, it's another card you just set. They attack into it. Next turn, you have 2 tributes. So, and finally, Genix Ally Birdman, and he uses this for. Basically, it's a thing where you return like a Monarch, special summon it, and then you tribute it off for that Monarch. It's a double play. It's really good. You recycle the Monarchs, and that's all the monsters. Now let's go down to the spells, and the spells are really weird. He's only running 1 of every spell. So this is really cool though. So he has 1 duality. Duality's there because it's duality. It's a Monarch deck. I run 2 in mine, but you know it's his deck, so he runs 1. Lance to protect. Basically, it's to protect anything. Mostly Archlord Christia. 1 Econ to. Basically, if he got Treeborn, special summon Treeborn. But he just runs 1. Foolish. Smashing Ground to basically, if they negate his Monarch's effect, he has something else to go back on. Something to get rid of any other problematic monster. Practically at no cost, really. 1 Soul Exchange. Well, he only ran 1 because apparently skipping his battle phase is a big deal to him. And he has a lot of other stuff to get his tributes out, so he just decided to run 1. Swords, because this is great to open up with, or just if he needs to stall, it's a great card to just have in your hand. Creature Swap, that's pretty self-explanatory. You don't, it's just take your opponent's best monster for a Treeborn. And probably the weirdest card in the deck, March of the Monarchs. And he said this is a last resort, and the reason this is a last resort is because it's a continuous spell, so you can't bring Treeborn back. This is more have it in your hand when you want to push for game type of thing. So you activate it, and then if they have Mirror Force or whatever, it just doesn't matter at that point. So you know, it's more just a push for game. Honestly, it's better than Jinzo. If you have Jinzo, it's amazing. And then Staples, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Darkhold. That's all the spells, and he runs a 40 card deck. Alright, and that's the deck. Next up, the extra deck. And I don't think he built a side deck. Yeah, no side deck. So we'll just go over the extra deck. So I ran 2 Slacker. Slacker's like the best rank 1. She's pretty standard in a Monarch deck. Triple Gotchi. Gotchi's another one you standard because you're running a lot of level 2s. 96, just when you have more rank or level 2s and you want to make him, it's also another out to problematic monsters. You know, you just go him, you attack, and you detach. Run over everything. Utopia, he told me, is rarely made, but it's just there for when you want to, like if you have your Tengus or whatever, both Tengus out, and you want to make a bigger monster. It's really good when it goes off. Photon Strike Bouncer, because it's a Monarch deck, and it's just standard. And the most broken card in the entire deck, Ptolemy M7. This card just recycles everything, man. It's 2 level 6 monsters, like just plain, so it's just 2 Monarchs for a 2700 beater. So it's a Photon Strike Bouncer attack, and its effect is you can detach an Xyz Material to target a card in your, or was it? It's a monster, yeah. Target a monster on the field or in your graveyard and just return it to the hand on either side of the field. So you can recycle Monarchs, you can get rid of problematic monsters on their side of the field. You can, essentially, you can use like one Caius 3 times in a row if you do it right, and that's just the most ridiculous thing ever. And the one Synchro, Formula Synchron, because you have the Veilers and the Treeborn, and I mean, you know, it's just a free draw and everything. So yeah, that's his deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Alright, and that's it. So remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Alright, I'll see you guys later. This guy got Jesse, and see ya.